Okay, so I already mentioned a little bit of what we did those days, but Thursday, I wake up early, finish packing, make sure I have everything because I'm paranoid and I check like 15 times. But then, yeah, I go to the San Diego airport, and I've been there before, just not very often. So I don't fly very often. I think the last time I flied was like 2 years ago, maybe. Because everything else we can usually just drive to, like Phoenix, we can just, 6 hours, we'll drive. But yeah, so we wake up, get there, and I have flown by myself before, but my brother was with me. But like normally I have parents with me when we fly, if that makes sense. So I wasn't exactly sure what to do, but I had a pretty good idea. But luckily my dad was nice, and like without even asking him, he just did it. He like parked and like helped us and like took us through like the whole process, and then left us at security. So like we did the bag check-in, like the little kiosk thing. We flew Southwest, so I had a little kiosk thingy. I checked in on my phone because I had it on my I downloaded the app just for this. And then yeah, so we went to security, but it turns out in San Diego airport, like you have to go through a specific security because the gates are like separated. And normally Southwest is like in the early numbers gate to like 1 to 10, but this one was at 11. So we waited in line. So first of all, we went to the pre-check-in line because we didn't pay attention and we didn't know what the fuck it was. So we had to leave that line and go in the general line. And then we heard people talking about how if you don't have a 1 through 10 gate, you have to go to the other line. And I looked at my ticket and it said gate 11. So I was like, shit. So I told my brother, like, we gotta leave. And he's like, no, I'll just like wait, and then they'll just tell us to leave. And I'm like, fuck no. So we just like, I was like, I'm leaving. If you want to stay, feel free. And he's like, okay, I guess I'll come. And then we had to go to the other fucking security line and wait in another line and then go to that security. And then eventually we finally got in. So we wanted to get some breakfast. And I wanted some bagels. But apparently, like I said, the gates don't connect. So if you're on that gate, you can't go to that gate, which is fucking stupid in my opinion. So I had to settle for like the shitty food at like a little shitty cafe, and I wanted breakfast, but it was 11. So they weren't serving breakfast, I guess. So I had to get the chicken tenders, and like they were fine at first, but the after effect of that, like it started making me feel sick. And when I talked about how I was feeling sick at the rosary, it's because of the chicken tenders. And I almost threw up during the fucking rosary. Like I was battling it. I felt like shit a little bit. I think after I pooped the next day, I was fine. So it wasn't that bad. But yeah, when we went on the plane ride was fine. It was actually a lot faster. I think the wind was on our side. And we got there, and then we pull up, and then we get settled in at my Wedlow's house, my grandpa's house. And then we go to the rosary, and then, yeah, we got some pizza. It was very mediocre, and some like Pizza Hut pizza that was also mediocre. We got like 2 different kind of pizzas. I don't know why. But yeah, and then we hung out after that. I don't want to get into every so specific detail we did because it's gonna take forever. But we hung out until like 3 in the morning, and then I went to bed. So that was pretty like Thursday.